Did you hear that? Neither did I. Both of them on their phones, not talking to each other. And while that is a problem in and of itself, there's a bigger issue. According to a report done by Statista, 79% of Americans use social media. 79%. And it may seem like at first social media is no big deal. But in an article entitled The Impact of Social Media on Self-Esteem, the authors write, in order to fulfill their affiliation needs, the majority of humans get possessed by an elementary drive which forces them to make social comparisons between themselves and others. When I first read that, the word comparison really stuck out. I realized that was the issue. People compare themselves to others on social media. So I decided to take a look at what drives these comparisons. Why do these kids make comparisons to others in the first place? And what is the social impact of these comparisons? I'm trying to figure out what makes social media so bad. I had to ask, why do so many kids use social media? I sat down with my sister to talk about this.
I think social media is a place for kids, especially to have fun. They can keep contact with their friends and maintain a good friendship by being able to text them. I think that it's a place where kids can be creative and they can show their talents. And if a girl posts an Instagram picture, it might feel nice for her to get a bunch of comments like, oh, you're so pretty back, and it might make her feel good about herself. And yeah.
That's the issue, feeling good about yourself. Everyone wants to feel good about themselves, and social media allows for that to happen. One way that happens is through the number of likes on a post. The thought process is, if you get a lot of likes, people will like you, and you'll feel good about yourself. But what if you don't get a lot of likes on your post? How does that make you feel?
I think kids are so concerned with social media because a lot of kids think that it's like a sign of popularity, and most kids want to be popular. So the more likes they get, they think equals popularity. So if you don't get a lot of likes, they might think like, oh, she doesn't get a lot of likes, like she's not cool. And then if they have a lot of likes, they are more likely to have more friends, and it just makes them feel good.
But it's not just likes. What about the pictures you see with your friends hanging out without you? How does that make you feel?
I feel like people would be upset when they don't get invited or put in a post because their friends didn't really think about them, or they'd get upset or mad because they weren't invited or thought about when they were inviting their friends. And I just think that's kind of bad friend move, or betrayal kind of, or being the people that have a sense of not worthiness.
Now that we know the issue, kids compare themselves to other kids on social media through the number of likes and other pictures without them, and we know the effects it can have on these kids. What are the future implications of this? Why does this all matter?
You're 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and you're feeling bummed because of pictures you see or don't see on social media, and it brings you down. It affects your self-esteem, and that could last with you throughout your adulthood. I mean, you go to college and you don't even know how to interact with people socially because you're used to doing it on your phone, and you don't meet people, and and then you go to apply for a job and you have a low, your low self-esteem. It stays with you. It's a negative effect. It can do a lot of damage to someone's confidence, someone's psyche. That's why it's important to handle that when they're still young. Remind these kids that your worth, your value is not in a like, it's not in a picture, it's not in a social media anything. It's in your human communications. It's in your interactions with people that you see in real life.
Now that we know that this problem not only affects today, but the future as well, we have to ask, what can we do to fix this? I feel that parents play a big part in fixing this problem. I sat down with my mom and talked about this.
So it is something I worry about. I mean, I have a 15-year-old daughter who's impressionable and is on her phone a lot, and frankly, I need to limit her social or her screen time because I worry that she sees someone got likes and she didn't get as many likes, or, you know, someone's at someone's house and she's not there. It's a real concern as a parent. We didn't have that when I was young. I didn't know who was at whose house, and I guess I try to limit her screen time, and also just build her up in real life, like encourage her to be her best self and not let little things get to her like likes. And you know, she's a great person. And I hope I've raised her right to not let that stuff get to her, but it is a concern. I'm a parent.
The truth is, social media will still be part of our society for years to come, and these kids will have the same problems we do today. So it's important to not get so caught up in social media, maybe put the phone down every once in a while to get an idea of who you really are and what your self-worth is.